Yeah, I just want to give a shout out, man, right quick on ministering and ministry. Ministering ministry. When Paul wrote on Corinthians about the collection for the saints, he said how them saints have ministered to the saints that were struggling. And I just want to say, if the struggling saints that were the receivers of the ministering of a saint, and they took the money to Jerusalem after they collected it, called the collection for the saints. That's where Paul said, if you sow sparingly, you reap sparingly. When it comes down to helping your brother, and we do it today in the churches, through tithes and offerings, they do minister to your brethren through the word of God. But I want to say, in its context, it was originally talking about physical money, and saints minister. Okay, that makes you a minister, saint, as far as Paul is concerned, because you're about to minister to what? Through money to a what? Saint. All right. That's simple like that. You minister with money to a saint. But then he comes back at the end and says he thanks God for the unspeakable gift and this ministry. It's a ministry. He said, there you go. You minister to the saints at church. You put your hand out and give them a seat to hear the word of God and sing in the choir. And you do all of those things. You minister to the saints. But in this context, I think the missing link that we could all benefit from in the local groups and churches and collective people, that if you use the force of faith and you take this in its context, obviously the mind of the writer's intention was to get money to minister to necessities that were in saints that were under persecution, call it what you want. But especially with the great persecution as I speak of African Americans, I want to speak into you guys. And in this time of great persecution, Trump, and every time you turn on the radio, there's going to be an African American face there on the TV, MSNBC, CNN, etc., telling you, hey, about the business of today. So believe me, if that is any way a blessing that we see positive, or we see black images, I don't know if it's positive or negative. Only Socrates really know until the thing is over. But for right now, it can lift heads of people that think they don't have a chance, except for if you're a felon and you are young, then it seems like God is going to take a miracle to get over to the promised land. But for the new people, if you stay in school and you do what you should do, it's very possible that you can get a chance at being a news media journalist, etc. That's the positive. But then on the flip side of it, if there is a negative to it, then it would be that, you got people that are just being used. You know what I'm saying? For somebody up higher has a purpose in mind. Anyway, go. And as far as the collection for the saints and how that ties into all of that is, it is collective forces that's brung oppression. And in force meeting force, then a collective force meet the oppressor. It's real simple. So when you collect and help minister and do the ministry of ministering saints, now you're the minister to the saints. Jesus said, if you did it to the least of one of these, minister or do ministry. Rather it be a cup of cold water or whatever, is paying the rent or even buying them a house or a car, something lavish or something small. Helping with tires get changed when you can notice bald tires on their car, a family that's struggling. You communicate and figure out how that would be if you're in a position to do that. And if you're not in a position to do that, you can start in a small area. But just know this, Paul valued that as a ministry, and the people ministered to the other people. Who were the ministers? The people. They were reflecting, and the leader, being Paul, led them to what? Minister to who? Their brother in what? Not just word, but in deed. That's a great way to shine. I don't see anything wrong with that. collective giving, collective force, helping each other, ministering, doing the work of ministry is more than just helping one person proclaim. Doing the work of ministry has many depths to it, and many things that and paths and ways to minister. And we have to bring back ministering with substance to saints back to the churches to be respected, at least in African American neighborhoods, if Black Lives Matter. God bless. Just a little note. And God bless you. Have a great day, a great evening. And this is Project Restoration Trail, my 23 in hoods. This marathon got to be done by the Spirit of God. There's no other way. God bless.